What's up, everybody? Today I got one that I really want to talk about. And I want to talk about flying in airplanes, Southwest, American Airlines. You know, I think the airline industry gets a lot of bad rap. And here I'm going to be pro airline, and I've always been pro airline. I fly Southwest Airlines all the time. For my work, for my family, hunting, fishing. I fly Southwest pretty much 90% of the time. The other one, Delta and American. But I am pro airline, and here's why I'm pro airline. Flying is a privilege, I believe. And people bitch about, my flight was canceled, my flight's delayed. I'm fucking grateful that the thing takes off and lands without me dying, okay? We're gonna sit here and complain about, being delayed or your flight got canceled. Hey, shit happens. That's normal. Shit happens every day. People run out of gas, cars break down, somebody gets an unexpected bill in the mail, somebody died, somebody broke. Like, shit happens. I completely understand that, right? But I think the airlines get a bad rap. I'm pro airline, pro TSA, I'm pro all that shit. Like, y'all should know the rules by now, especially flying Southwest. Like, one of the things that I like the most too, that probably gets me riled up is, I'm talking to you, lap mom and lap dad. Y'all with the little kid that sits on the lap, and then you try to take a seat. You sit down, you get in the back of the plane, and you try to put your lap child in the seat sitting in the middle, and then there's some poor bastard wandering up and down the aisle at the end. The last guy who slept in, probably got hammered drunk the night before, had hookers and blow, and he's just getting on the airplane, 5 minutes before we're trying to take off, and he's wandering around and he can't find a seat because you got your lap child sitting in one of the seats. Then the flight attendants have to go, is there, who has an empty seat somewhere? Oh, this gentleman, he paid for a seat. Listen, lap mom and lap dad, the airplane is always sold out. It's always sold out, 100% of the time. Put your lap kid, now we're delayed because this poor bastard's, he's still half drunk from last night, and he's walking up and down an aisle trying to find a seat, and he can't find one because you got your lap kid sitting there, okay? So keep that in mind. Be courteous to other people. Let's take that lap, baby. Let's sit him in your lap, okay? Hey, if there's an empty seat when you decide to take off, take lap, baby, put him in the empty seat. But I guarantee you ever seen an airline that's not sold out? You ever been on an airplane that ain't been sold out? The only airplane that I fly in that ain't sold out is when I fly to Alabama for hunting season. And when I leave Alabama to go to Dallas, because there are no direct flights to Alabama, it seems like, okay, that there may be 20 people on that flight, and we have to spread out for weight-wise, Then lap mom, you can have a whole aisle to yourself, lap mom or lap dad, whichever it is. Usually it's lap mom, but keep that in mind. It's always sold out. The next one that gets me, family boarding. Children 6 and under. 6 and under. And here's the family boarding with their 14, 15-year-old kids in family boarding. That one gets me pretty much fired up every time. I fly with little kids. We get in line like everybody else. And here's, my kids are 11 and 9. And here's their 13, 14-year-old in family boarding. No, y'all get in line like everybody else. Okay? Y'all get in line like everybody else. Like, the whole family boarding thing to me cracks me up too. Y'all got young adults for the most part. You got teenagers. They ain't family boarding with kids 6 and under. Okay? So, I don't know. That's the other thing that gets me fired up. I think the one thing though that Southwest could do better is, with the whole boarding process, they take veterans or active military, later. I think those should be the first guys on board. That's me personally. You're active military, you should be one of the first people on the board. No pre-board shit, no old people board shit, like anything like that. I think, if there's one thing you could do better, Southwest, is, veterans get on first. I would be cool with that. I'd be cool with that. I think a lot of other people would be cool with that too. The other thing, you ever notice it's the 9th wonder of the world getting off an airplane? 10th wonder, whatever it is. Why the hell does it take so long to get off the airplane? You've landed, you pulled up to the gate, the door opens, you see the light come in, and damn, it takes a long time to get off the airplane. I have a fix for that. And I'm not slamming old people because I'm going to be old one day too. But if you physically cannot pick up your gigantic carry-on for your 2 weeks worth of clothes or wherever you're going, and pick it up and put it up in the bin and get it down from the bin, you should have checked your luggage. I'm just saying. I see this shit more often than not, that it takes somebody 30 seconds to get their damn carry-on down. Because number one, they probably can't get it down. So then they have to ask for somebody, and then that somebody has to get their shit down first before they help the next person get, like, you can see how the time just adds up here. You know, when you got 20, 30 people up front that can't get their goddamn luggage down because it's too heavy. So, just saying, if you can't pick it up and put it up over your head, you should probably check it like everybody else does for the most part, you know? You know, when it says, you know, check your luggage, 20-pound bag, 30-pound bag, whatever it is, check your luggage, you know? And the other solution to that too is, one other thing that you can fix, if you don't have any carry-on, because I fly a lot with no carry-ons, like I'll check all my shit. Only thing I'm bringing on is the headphones and a phone. If you don't have any carry-on, you should be one of the first people on board. You should get first pick of the seat. Okay, who doesn't have any carry-on luggage? I ain't got no carry-on. Cool, you get to get on the plane first so we can get people off the airplane faster. That would be another thing that you could fix, you know? And the reason this is bringing me up, because I heard this morning United Airlines or something is doing something like they sped up time by 2 minutes on the boarding process by, if you have everybody with a window seat gets to get on the airplane first. And then everybody with the middle seat, okay, they get on the airplane next. So they fill up all the window seats, and then you fill up which makes sense. And then you fill up the aisles. So you don't have people getting up, moving around, be like, oh, you know, if you have the aisle guy sitting there, oh, is anybody sitting by that window? Well, shit, let me get up and move out the way so I can get to the get to my window seat or whatever. I'm an aisle guy myself. You know, I'm an aisle guy all the way in the back. Usually get free cocktails. You know, bathroom's right there. That's where I like to sit. Again, because really, I'm in no rush to get off the plane because I check all my luggage on. So by the time I get off the plane, usually my luggage has already been gone around a couple times because it takes 45 minutes to get off a damn airplane these days. But just food for thought, I guess, is why don't you let people sit down first that have no carry-ons? And then you should be able to pick your carry-on up and put it up over your head. And if you can't, you should probably check it. I'm just trying to save us time here, folks. Again, I'm just happy as shit that the plane takes off and lands with no problem. If it's delayed or canceled, shit, it is what it is. I guess I just get me a hotel room and I catch the next flight or switch airlines. Nobody's forcing you to fly with Southwest. Nobody's forcing you to fly with American. Nobody's forcing you to fly with a certain carrier. So you get all shitty and puffy about it. Like, hey, shit happens. You know how many times I've gone to a car rental place when I've flown in for a business trip somewhere? You know, fly into Atlanta. Guess what? We ain't got no rental cars. So you have to sit at the rental car place for like an hour and wait till somebody returns one. Yeah, shit happens. I'm okay with that. I ain't getting mad. What you get mad about it for? You know, you get people all huffy and puffy about, you know, airplanes and shit. Like, get on, turn you on a movie, chill out, grab yourself a cocktail, relax, lap mom, put your lap baby on your lap so everybody can get seated. You know, if you can't pick up your bag, why don't you go ahead and check that bag? I'm just trying to make this whole process a lot easier for folks. I don't know. I'd like to see if anybody else has anything to add to that. Again, I think flying is a privilege. It's not a right. It's kind of like driving, you know, and there's multiple carriers out there. You're going to bitch about it. Fly Spirit. Fly Allegiant. Those sons of bitches, like, they shake right on the roll when they're up in the sky. You're just happy that the damn thing didn't fly apart while you was flying in that thing at 30,000 feet. Jeez Louise. But now, that's my rant. Let me know if you guys got anything to add to that. We'll see ya.